KSQD Santa Cruz 90.7 FM. You're listening to Exploring Santa Cruz, a bi-weekly program by Jean Kratzer and Mathilde Rand. We're talking here with Pierre Yamleowo, Balma, and James Vermilyer about the program Tools for Change Africa. So why don't we start with you, Pierre? Why don't you tell us how you got involved and what is your background?
Okay. My name is Pierre Yamleowo Balma, and I'm from Burkina Faso and in West Africa, particularly from the little village of Zao in the Kupela province. And I get involved with the Tool for Change when I came here and visit because my friend invited me to come and visit. So during that visit, I started the program. And
how in your childhood, how did you get the idea of the importance of this?
Okay. To go from the beginning, how I get to be here first is because of Peace Corps. And a friend of my dad in the 60s, he get to our village when I was only 1 year old. And the day he arrived in the village was really a spectacular day because it was the harvesting season and people was gathering their tools and food everywhere, and there was a music. We work with music. All the time we're doing things, we're working with music. And I think the first group of Peace Corps, when we get to the Kupela province, they hear the music in distance. And this gentleman decided he will follow the music and find out where it is. And he borrowed a bicycle from a guard, and he took a ride, and he rode his bicycle, and when he rides on a hill, he found a village with hundreds of people playing and dancing and working in the rhythm of music. He was so fascinated, it was so incredible for him. It was his first time to see things like that. And he saw two women pounding millet in the mortar. And he went to talk to them. He wanted to say hi to them. And when he get to their place, he put down his bicycle, and there was a little baby playing in the ground with the grass, and he picked up the baby and smiling with the baby. And the two ladies stopped doing what they're doing, and the baby mom goes to take his baby. And the old lady said, "Don't worry, he's playing with the baby, he's having fun, so he's a good one. He's a good person playing with the baby. Go get your baby and ask him what he wants." So she went and get the baby and asked him, "What do you want?" And he said, "Mamwana songa ya mambako songo." That means I'm here to help you guys get clean water. In the 60s, there was a big infestation of guinea worm, and it was coming from bad water. So those Peace Corps people were sent to Burkina Faso to help people get clean water and get rid of the disease. So as soon as he said that, and the lady was so impressed that because this guy he's speaking our language, and he's interesting, and then go call your husband to go meet him. So my mom went and bring my dad to meet the gentleman, and when they met, my dad said, "Oh, your mission is good. You want to help us? We're very happy about that. So why don't I track you to go meet the chief of the village?" So we decided together how to do with you. So my dad took him to the chief house and introduced him to the chief, and the chief was so happy and said, "Wow, this guy came to help us. That's beautiful." But it's the first time we're seeing some kind of person like that coming to visit us. I think it's better for you to go back to your house with him, let him there for 3 days and observe him. If he's behaving well, we keep him. If he doesn't behave well, we let him go. So that's how my dad brought his friend back to our house and said, the chief said, "You can stay here." And then he stayed for the 2 years Peace Corps service, and he and my dad was able to help the entire village get clean water. Zao village is 9 villages together. So they dig 2 wells in each village to help the population.
Each village got 2 wells.
Yeah, each village.
That's fantastic.
And people dig by hand. Population, because my dad is very well known by the population. So through him, he was able to put all the villages together to help for digging. So that's how he he did the digging and get to stay with us for the 2 years. And after his Peace Corps service, he decided to come back here and get some equipment to come and record our music, our stories, our games and work and everything. And he came back to our village with his equipment, and he stayed there for a long period, following us through all the steps, everything we're working from harvesting to party to ceremony, all the celebration. So he spent a long time with us, and he recorded everything, and he needed someone from the people who speak the language to come help him do the editing and the translation. Yeah. So that's why he invited me to come help him. And first, since my country, we don't speak French, we don't speak English, we speak French.
Right.
So therefore, I needed to go to Santa Cruz Adult School to learn English. So I went to Santa Cruz Adult School, learned the English for 6 months, and I went back home, and I've been visiting him. And one time I came and visited him, and he was moving, and I helped him move, and moving his stuff. And at the end, we cleaned his house, and we took whatever we don't want, garbage, to go to the dump and dump it. And that's how I met the tools. And I saw tools lying.
You saw tools lying around at the
dump place, at the Buena Vista Drive dump. We went there to drop, and I saw, wow, all kind of beautiful tools, lying down, and then the crossing is with a big caterpillar. And I said, wow, we need these tools. Right. So I went to gather them, and the guy said, no, you're not supposed to take something. So you need to have a special permission.
Okay.
And I said, oh, how can I get that? He said, okay, I even know, I know people who gather tools and receive donation and things like that. If you talk to them, they can be able to help you get tools. And they introduced me to the Gray Bear in Santa Cruz here, and again meet with Al and Seni, and they say, hey, we like that your idea, that will diminish the landfill here. We don't want to fill the land with all these things that people can be able to, are still able to use, so we will support you. So they support me by allowing me to come get the tools people donated there. And little by little, we were able to pile up the tools, and we were able to find a way to find finance to get the tools to Burkina Faso.
That is absolutely fascinating. Now, James, how did you get involved?
So in 2016, my dad brought me to meet with Pierre and donate some tools to his program. My dad had been friends with Pierre for quite a few years before that, and was always telling me stories about the village life there and everything, and got me really excited. So I wanted to see more about what was there, and so I went to donate some tools to the program, and I was able to meet Pierre and got to talk to him about what he's involved in and what he's doing, and really inspired me to get involved and do more. At that time, I was looking for a thing to get involved in and really aspire to, and really kind of start something and that really meant something.
Right.
It wasn't just a job to keep me going.
Right. So Pierre, you are the program director and founder of it?
Yes.
And you're the assistant
director.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yes.
Now let's take a look at how you collect the tools. Why don't you start with how you collect the tools?
So we, mostly it's been with the community, people that we know already, and we just spreading the word that we're looking for tools, and they let their friends know, and we've just grown this community of people local in the area, Santa Cruz, and where I'm from, San Batista, a little bit smaller town, just reaching out to our local communities and seeing where we can possibly get some tools. We get a lot of donations from a lot of our friends and other people in the area.
And you mentioned Gray Bears.
Yes.
Yeah, and some of them will call us to come and pick them up at their house, and some will just come and bring them to our house and deliver them. And so we've been able to, my family has been gracious enough to let us store the tools at their ranch in San Batista, so we can gather them up and then call the shipping company to come and gather them and take them to the port.
So you have a special arrangement with a shipping company?
Yes.
We do, yeah. We built a relationship with them to get a network going to where we can send tools over to Africa.
Because I imagine it's quite expensive to send it.
Yes, it's quite expensive. It's $8,500 to send the tools to Africa from San Juan Batista to the villages in Burkina Faso.
Wow.
So we are focusing on, we already provide tools for 9 villages, like I said before, the village of Zao. And this year, we want to impact more villages, 12 more villages. So we want to impact at least 120 villages by 2025. So that's our goal.
Right,
To
great.
impact more villages with tools, because tools bring easiness.
Right.
We want life to be easy.
Right.
When you have the right tools to work, life is easy.
Right.
So we want to bring the easiness with connection. The connection, if the connection is easy, all information floats and everybody's happy.
That's right.
So we want to impact more villages, and we want more places in the third world country, like, countries neighbor to Burkina Faso, like Mali, Niger, and Togo, and the Congo, where my friend Elie come from. And we want them to copy our example and do the same thing, and maybe make it even more powerful, because we our mission is to open the eyes of people and let people know that they're good enough. They have a purpose of being here.
Right.
So giving them an opportunity to express themselves through tools is the most beautiful thing, and we love to see that, because that really transforms people's life. And
that's true.
yeah, learning is skill. Yeah.
So when the tools get there, you have a whole way of distributing them,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's take a...
Yes.
Let's look at that.
Yes, the distribution ceremony is, we made it very special and very unique and very beautiful and very attractive. And when we focus on the village to give them the tools, we do the research with the villagers to find out what kind of tool they desire to have. So once we know the good tools that we're looking for, so we know how to target the tools and bring to those people. So therefore, we will collect tools according to the people's demand, and to not make a jealousy thing between villages, because it's coming to that way now. We have a festival, a harvest festival called Bengedo in my village, and every year we have more than 5,000 people coming to get together and have fun in my village. So during that festival, we have a dance competition, a dance and history competition. Or each village come with their dance, the traditional dance, the singing, and the history, where they come from, where the village started, until we get to be where we are right now. So the village that will give the best information and act the best way and dance the best performance will get the next container of tools. And when they get the next container of tools, it's not only for them to keep it, they have to share those tools with other villages. So for example, the village of Tiben Tarabonse, who's going to receive the 2 containers, they're gonna be sharing with 12 more villages. So this is how we come to do the distribution. So therefore, there is no favoritism. We're not favoring these people or this family or this tribe. No, everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome to learn a skill and do something.
Great. So right now we hear some music from that festival.
Yeah.
It's really absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you. Never be dancing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So the distribution is done.
Yes.
Tools are there.
Yeah.
What do people do with it?
Okay. So once the distribution is done, people receive the tools. What they do, we focus also on how we distribute the tools. Is we don't give tools to one person.
Right.
For example, individual tools like shovel and pick and things like rake like that, we can give it to someone, someone who's doing gardening and things like that. But a heavy equipment, for example, a machine for carpentry or mechanic device, we have to group people. So like 5 young people. So we give them, okay, this is a table saw for you guys to work with. So they'll learn how to use the table saw, and 5 of them will be using it. So therefore, it's not for one person, and everybody are able to use it. And also, there's certain tools that is very rare, and we keep them at the training center. So when someone needs that specific job, he came to the training center and borrow the tools and go work and then bring it back later for the next person.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you actually have a training center.
We have a training center because before people use tools, they need to know how to use them to don't hurt themselves. The reason we giving them tools is because young people are running to the gold mine and running to the big city to look for a job and leaving their parents back home without any support. It's because there's no job in the villages. Right. So we provide them job, we provide them skill. So you learn carpentry, mechanic, machinery, gardening, everything. So you can remain in your village and help your people and help yourself. Because before the tool for change, when you have a bicycle broke down, you have to carry your bicycle for maybe 7 miles to get the bicycle fixed, 7 to 5 miles to get the bicycle fixed. So therefore now we have tools, we have mechanic tools, mechanic kit we give to people, they're learning how to use them. So therefore they're fixing bikes from the immediate villages, and that's how we distribute the tools. The people who really need the tools to do a specific job to transform their life.
Right.
Yes.
A lot of agricultural tools.
Yes, a lot of agricultural tools because 95% of the Burkina economy is based in agriculture, and we are farmers. I'm from a family of farmers. We are farmers, and we grow food, we grow our own food, we grow our own animal and do everything. And beside that, my family is a family of crowners. We're the one who crown the kings and queens.
And I see that we also have clothing.
Yes.
I mean, people who make clothing.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, we have, we grow cotton. Most of our traditional clothing come from our cotton. We grow our cotton and we weave it and we make all kind of things, just like I'm wearing right now. It's cotton, it goes grow in the village and dye it in different colors and then make a shirt out of that. So yes.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more. I heard you say about we crown the king.
Yes.
How does that work?
Okay, for example, in my village, we are one of the unique villages putting this a democratic system, so if you want to name it this way, in a traditional way. Our village is one of the unique villages where the kingdom doesn't go on one particular village, family. It goes around. So therefore, the population pick the next chief, the next king to lead them. And we are the one who knows their background. We know how they used to be, and we know the knowledge that they carry, and then they can pass that knowledge to the next generation.
So people who have really great skills in using the tools that you brought in, those people are being looked at to crown the king?
No, we crowning the king is our traditional way of doing things. But people who learn to use the tool, they use it for themselves and help their own family. So they use it's because the government. My idea is to help the government provide jobs for young people. That's how we come with the Tool for Change program. It's providing them tools will provide them jobs. So therefore, when someone learns a skill, they are able to excel in their own village. They're able to help their parents. They're able to impact the other villages because they will say, "Oh wow, I want to be like this person. I want to know how to do things like this person." So they become inspiring.
That's what, that's what I understood. I probably didn't say it correctly, but that's what I understood.
Yes.
That is really fascinating.
Thank you.
KSQD, Santa Cruz, 90.7 FM. You're listening to Exploring Santa Cruz, a bi-weekly program by Jean Kratzer and Mathilde Rand. We're talking here with Pierre Yamleowo, Balma, and James Vermilyer about the program Tools for Change Africa. Let's now return to this program with Pierre and James. So James, have you been in Burkina Faso?
I have not yet. I haven't been to Africa yet. It's one of the places on my list. I've always wanted to go, and I'm really excited to have this opportunity to go there and not just be a tourist, but really have a cause and something to do and really feel good about. And I'm really, really excited about the opportunity and where I'm going in the future.
So you basically work in our community to get people to understand the importance of the Tools for Change Africa.
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
Mostly I've just been helping Pierre, learning the way that the program works and just being with him every step of the way and helping him with all things that need to be done. And there's a lot for me to still learn and still see, and especially the Africa side of it, and seeing, I've seen pictures and those speak 1,000 words, but to actually be there, it'll be, amazing.
And you and your family helped with video that you have on your website. People can go to the website and see a video, right?
Yeah, there's videos and there's slides and there's different pictures and there's places where you can see how to get involved with our program and see pictures of the tools being used and the distribution ceremony, and all that stuff is up there.
So I'm actually getting to the point where, so let's say people are listening to the program, are really interested in what you're doing. And so you have a website, you have an email address, you even have a phone number. What's your phone number?
831-713-9431.
So people who would be interested in communicating with you could do that.
Yes.
And your what's your email address?
Is toolsforchangemyafrica@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes, toolsforchangemyafrica@gmail.com.
Excellent.
Yes, and to add for what James is doing for the program is wonderful. It's so fabulous because we need young people like him to help us with computer work and connection with the media, with connection with the outside world. And he, as a young man in this country, in the developing countries, they know how to use computers. And this is what needed right now. Even in villages, we need to start teaching young people how to use at least cheap laptop and things like that, because the whole world become a nice little village. So anything happen in the Burkina right now, you can click and you see what is happening there. So therefore, having someone who knows computer and how to do things is really helpful to the program.
So you're working at many different levels, young people, people your age, and even older.
Yes.
So you brought us a very special guest. Could you tell a little bit about Elie?
Yes.
And then we're going to listen to Elie playing some music. So why don't you introduce us to Elie?
Okay. Monsieur Elie Mabanza is from Congo, the Republic of Congo. He's been here for quite a while, and he came from a musician family, and he is a great musician, and he has a lot of performance, and he's been performing around Santa Cruz, around the Bay Area, and doing good. He's been going home to visit his family and help the villages, especially young people who want to excel in the music industry. He's trying to connect them with all kind of sources here so they can help them, because right now young people, they have the great idea, and then when we listen to young people through the songs, we can understand what is their deeper desire, because they express themselves right now nowadays through music. So Mr. Elie Mabanza is one of the guys from Central Africa who's here to bring the peace, a message of peace, happiness and relaxation and connection. This is really connection.
Well, Pierre, I want to thank you, and I want to thank James. And why don't we listen to Elie Mabanza?
Sure.
Thank you for listening to Exploring Santa Cruz, a bi-weekly program by Jean Kratzer and Mathilde Rand. We've been talking to Pierre Yamleowo, Balma, and James Vermilyer. We hope you tune in to the next time. This is Mathilde Rand for Exploring Santa Cruz.